Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. Chapter 1. Meeting Mrs. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice. Except I don't like Beatrix. I just like B and that's all. I'm almost 6 years old. Almost 6 years. 6 is when you get to the kindergarten. Kindergarten is where you go to meet new friends and not watch TV. My kindergarten is afternoon kid. Today,
Afternoon kind.
afternoon
아닌가?
time.
그런 식으로 말한 것 같아.
Today was my first day of school. I'd been to my room before. Though
전에 가보긴
last
했지만.
week, Mother took me there to meet my teacher.
It was called Meet the Teacher Day. My teacher was decorating the bulletin board with the letters of the alphabet. 유치원이 학교에도 게시판 있어? 뒤에 막 뭐 붙이는 데 있어? 꾸미는데?
몰라.
뭐 우리 작품을 뭐 꾸며봐요 이런 거랑 새 소식 이런 거 붙이는 데 있어?
저거.
응, 있지. 있지. 그런 거가 불틴 보드 같아. 아마 그런 걸 거야. 데코레이팅 꾸미는 거. I already know all of those letters, I said. I can sing them, except I don't feel like it right now. 할 수 있지만 안 해? 막 이런 거야? 별로 뭐 기분이 하고 싶지 않아서 My teacher shook my hand. Only our hands didn't fit together that good. Her name was Mrs. I can't remember the rest of it. Mrs. said I looked cute. I know it, I said. That's because I have on my new shoes. 아주 북치고 장구치고 하네, 그지? 나도 알아요. I held my foot way high in the air. See how shiny they are. Before I put them on, I licked them. And guess what else? I said. This is my bestest hat. Grandpa Miller bought it for me. Grandpa가 뭐야, 유청아? Grandpa? 뭐야?
어디였지?
근데 약간 애기 발음인가?
응.
M 써있네, 그지? See the devil horns
Grandpa.
sticking out the sides.
Grandpa. 한국식인데?
Grandpa.
아니야.
그래서 애기 발음.
Mrs. laughed. Except I don't know why the horns are stopped
어?
to be scary.
스탑 아닌데? 뭐라고 써있어? 다시 봐봐.
Stupid to be scary.
Suppose
Supposed to be scary. And then we walked around the room and she showed me where stuff was. Like the
easel.
easels.
이제 알아야지. 그림 그릴 때 약간 이렇게 세워놓고 그리려고 이렇게 사다리 같은 거 이렇게 대고 캔버스 이렇게 탁 걸치고 아니면 스케치북 탁 걸쳐놓고 또 그리는 여기다 또 그리는 거 말고 이렇게 하고
알겠다.
그 사다리 비슷하게 생긴 이즈 우리나라 말도 이제
We're where we get to paint, and the easels were
어? 다음 주. And the shell.
and the shovels were the books
Warrior where야?
where the books are, and the tables one of the table where we sit and watch TV.
자, 집중 안 되면은 나중에 하자. 지금 하지 말고.
One of the tables in the front of the room had a red chair. I would like to sit here, I think, I told her. But Mrs. said, we'll have to wait and see, Judy B. I said, call me Judy B. I hollered the B part real loud so she won't forget it. People are always forgetting my B. Mother rolled her eyes and looked at the ceiling. I looked up here too, there too, but I didn't see anything.
I hollered를 쓸까? 예쁘게 쳐다본 거 아니 예쁘게 말한 거 같아 아니면 안 예쁘게 말한 거 같아? 모르겠지. 엄마가 눈을 굴려서 어디 봤대? 천이가 한번 해봐. 어디 굴려서 가봐. 천장 이렇게 봤나봐 눈을 굴려서. 내 딸 부끄러워서 그랬나? 선생님한테 막 홀레드 하고 그러니까. 잘 따라와. 그렇지? Are you going to ride the bus, Junie B? Mrs. asked me. I made my shoulders go up and down. 해봐. 맞아. I don't know. Where is it going to? My mother nodded her head and said, yes, she'll be riding the bus. That made me feel scary inside, 'cause I never ride it on a bus before. Yeah, only where's it going to? I asked again. Mrs. sat on her desk. Then she and my mother talked more about the bus. I tapped on Mrs. Guess what? I still don't know where it's going to. Mrs. smiled and said the bus driver's name was Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu, said Mother. That's an easy name for Junie B to remember. Junie B가 좀 기분이 안 좋아. 왜 그래?
한 마리도 어디로
그치. 그리고 딴소리야. 그치.
I covered my ears and stamped my foot. Yeah, only where's the stupid smelly bus going to?
화났어. Mother and Mrs. frowned. Frowning is when your eyebrows look grumpy. eyebrow 어딨어, 이찬이? 여기. frown 해봐. 잠깐만. Watch yourself, Missy, said Mother. Miss is my name when I'm in trouble. I looked down at my shoes. They didn't look as shiny as they did before. Just then, another mother and a boy came in, and Mrs. went off to talk to them instead of me. I don't know why though. The boy was hiding behind his mother and acting very babyish. I can beat that boy up, I think. 때려주고 싶었나? After that, my mother sat me down and explained about the bus. She said, 안 보여요. She said it's yellow and it's called a school bus, and it stops at the end of my street. And then I get on it and sit down, and it takes me to school. And then your teacher will meet you in where? In the parking lot.
Said Mother. Okay, Junie B. Won't that be fun? I nodded the word yes. But inside my head, I said the word no.
천이도 그럴 때 있어? 엄마한테 대답은 이렇게 하고 사실 생각은 딴 생각할 때 있어? 지금 그런 거 같은데? Chapter 2 Feeling Squeezed. I stayed scared about the bus for a whole week. And last night, when my mother tucked me into bed, I still felt sickish about it. Guess what? I said. I don't think I want to ride that school bus to kindergarten tomorrow. And then my mother rumpled my hair. Oh, sure you do, she said. 안 보여서 못 읽겠어요. Oh, sure I don't, I said back. Then mother kissed me and said, it'll be fun. You'll see. Just don't worry.
I did thought.
I did though.
I did worried very much, and I didn't sleep so good either. And this morning I felt very droopy when I got up, and my stomach was squeezy. I got up, and my stomach, and I couldn't eat my cereal. And so I watched TV until mother said it was time to get ready to go. When I put on my skirt that looks like velvet.
그런 천이 있어. 그 벨벳이라는 천이 있는데 느낌이 엄청 부드러워 보이는 그런.
And my new fuzzy pink sweater. And I ate half a tuna sandwich for lunch. After that, mother and I walked to the corner to wait for the bus.
And guess what? There was another mother and a little girl up there too. The little girl had curly black hair, which is my favorite kind of head. 이런 헤드 좋아하나 보지? I didn't say hello to her though, cause she was from a different street, that's why. Then finally this big yellow bus came around the corner, and the brakes screeched very loud, and I had to cover my ears. Then the door opened, and the bus driver said, "Hi, I'm Mr. Ooh, hop on, hop on, hop on, jump on."
Except I didn't hop on, 'cause my legs didn't want to. I don't think I want to ride this bus to kindergarten. I told mother again. Then she gave me a little push. Go on, Junie B, she said. Mr. Wu is waiting for you. Be a big girl and get down. I looked at the windows. The little girl, the curly black hair, was already in the bus. She looked very big sitting up there and kind of happy. Look how that big fat little girl is acting, Junie B, said mother. Why don't you sit right next to her? It'll be fun, I promise.
And so
I got on the bus. And guess what? It wasn't fun.
근데 엄마는 왜 자꾸 약속해? 억지로 하라고 하는 거야?
것 같은데.
원래 엄마들은 이래? 맞아. Chapter 3. The stupid smelly bus. The bus wasn't like my daddy's car at all. 보고 있어? It was very big inside, and the seats didn't have any cloth on them. The little curly girl was sitting near the front, and so I tapped on her. Guess what? I said. Mother said for me to sit here. No, she said. I'm saving this seat for my best friend, Mary Ruth Marble. 진짜 나쁘다. Then she put her little white purse on the place where I was going to sit. 펄스가 어떻게 생긴 건지 알아? 조그만 가방이나 조그만 지갑 같은 거? 그걸 어디다 놔뒀대? 내가 앉으려고 옆에 자리 놔뒀대. 좀 그렇다, 그지? 좀 좋게 말할 수도 있을 텐데, 그지? 나 이러고.
So I made a face at her. Hurry up and find a seat, young lady, said Mr. Wu. And so I quick sat down across from the curly mean girl, and Mr. Wu shut the door. It wasn't a regular kind of door, I thought. It folded in half, and when it closed, it made a wishy sound. I don't like that kind of door. If it closes on you by accident, it will cut you in half, and you will make a squishy sound. The bus made a big roar. Then a big puff of black smelly smoke came out the black end of it. It's called bus breath, I think. Mr. Wu drove for a while. Then the brakes made that loud screeching noise again. I covered my ears so it couldn't get inside my head.
안 들어와 그럼?
Cause if loud screechy noise you get.
Inside your head, you have to take an aspirin. aspirin이 뭐야? 몰라? 그 타이레놀은 알아? 브루펜 알아? 그런 거. I saw that on a TV commercial. commercial이 뭔지 알아? TV 광고에서 봤대. 그런 소리가 이렇게 막 머리에 들어오면은 뭘 어떻게 된다고? 아스피린 먹어야 된다고. 웃기다, 그지? 광고를 그대로 그냥 떠올렸나 봐, 그지? Then the bus door opened again, and a dad and a boy with a grouchy face got on. grouchy face래. 어떤 느낌이 들어? 어때? 엄마 보여줘. 이런 거야? 부두퉁한 거? 근데 아빠는 어땠냐면은 the dad smiled. Then he plopped the grouchy boy right next to me. he는 아빠겠지? 아빠가 이렇게 그 아이를 내 옆에다 데려다 봐. 그치? 그렇게 바로 쳐놨나? 킥트인가? 킥트는 아닌 것 같아. 플랍트래. 갑자기 이렇게 탁 내려오는 것 같아. This is Jim, he said. Then I'm afraid Jim isn't too happy this afternoon. The dad kissed the boy goodbye. But the boy wiped it off his cheek. 유찬해주기래? 엄마 뽀뽀해주래? 그러진 않는 것 같아, 그치? Jim had on a backpack. It was blue. I love backpacks. I wish I had one of my very own. 하나 갖고 싶나 보네. One time I found a red one in a trash can, but it had a little bit of gush on it, and mother said no. trash can에서 발견했으면 좀 그렇지 않아?
그래.
Jim's backpack had lots of zippers. I touched each one of them. One. 그럼 안 돼? 왜?
또 저녁 뭐라고 사야지?
May I touch it? 이렇게 해야 돼?
Can I touch it?
그렇게 말하면 되겠지. 근데 왜 말도 안 하고 막 그지?
I can't.
I count. Then
Then I use that one. Hey, don't, yelled Jim. The zips zipped it right up again. Then he moved the seat in front of me. I hate that Jim.
누가 잘못해놓고 그지? 왜 집한테 그래?
After that, the bus kept stopping and starting, and lots of kids kept getting on. Loud kids. And some of them were the kind who looked like me.
미니.
Then the bus began getting very noisy and hot inside, and the sun kept shining down on me and my fuzzy hot sweater. And here's another hot thing. I couldn't roll down my window because it didn't have a handle. And so I just kept on getting hotter and hotter. And it smelled in the bus too. The bus smelled like an egg salad sandwich. I want to get up of here.
어디야? 어디까지 했어? I said right out. 가면 안 읽어. I said right out loud, but nobody heard me. I hate it and this stupid smelly bus. Then my eyes got a little bit wet. 왜 wet하게 된 거야? 약간 그런 거 같지. I wasn't crying though, cause I'm not a baby. That's why. 울면서 안 운다고 하는 거 같다, 그치? After that, my nose started running. 어떻게 코가 달려가는 거야? 지금 막 콧물이 나는 거지. Only the bus didn't have a glove compartment, which is where you keep the travel tissues of course. 글러브 컴파트먼트가 뭐냐면은 정아 엄마 이 잘 봐봐 눈으로 봐봐 앞에 조수석 알아? 조수석? 운전석 알아? 운전석 옆에 있는 게 조수석이거든. 거기 앞에 서랍 있는 거 알아? 몰라? 내일 엄마 보여줄까? 그 앞에 서랍 있어. 근데 그 서랍에 보통 뭐 들어있냐면은 자동차 등록증도 들어있고 지도도 들어있을 수도 있고 휴지도 들어있을 수도 있는데 버스엔 그런 거 있어 없어? 없지. 그래서 티슈 있어 없어 지금?
없어.
그래서 이 친구 어떻게 했어? 준입이 친구 어떻게 했어? 봐봐. And so I had to wipe my nose on my fuzzy pink sweater sleeve. 어디다 닦았어? 해봐. 천이다. 어떻게 닦았어? 코를? 눈물을 코를 이렇게 닦았지. 이렇게 와이프 해버렸지. Then I stayed on the bus for about an hour or 3. 진짜 그랬을까? 그렇지는 않았겠지? 그렇게 오래 걸릴까? Until finally I saw a flagpole and a playground. 드디어 어디야?
kindergarten.
어? That meant we were at kindergarten. Then Mr. Wu drove the bus into the parking lot and stopped. parking lot 어디야? 많이 들어본 것 같지 않아? 응.
잘 모르겠어.
버스를 파킹 랏에 이렇게 끌고 들어왔대. 어디일까?
몰라.
주차장.
아주 대단.
집중 안 하면 그냥 다 하네. 하고 있어? 글씨 어디 하고 있어? 어디야? I jumped up very fast because all I wanted to do was get off that stupid smelly thing. Only guess what? That dream pushed right in front of me. 난리 났네.
And the curly mean girl did too. And then people started squishing me really tight. And so I pushed them away and they pushed me right back. That's when I fell down and a big foot stepped on my skirt and looks like velvet. Stop it, I yelled. Then Mr. Wu hollered,
하나를 어떻게 한다?
"Yay! Hey, hey, hey." And he picked me up and helped me off the bus. Mrs. was waiting for me just like my mother said. "Hi, I'm glad to see you," said she called. Then I ran over to her, and I showed her the big footprint on my shirt that looks
스커트.
skirt.
풋프린트 뭔지 알아? 뭐 같아? 생각해봐. 풋프린트 뭐 같아?
Footprint? 맞아요?
응 맞아.
아,
스커트는 뭐야?
스커트 치마 같은 거.
응 맞아. 스커트에 지금 풋프린트 나 있는 거야.
Yeah, only look what happened. I got stepped on and so now I'm solid.
뭐라고? 솔리드라고?
solid.
굳어버렸다고?
solid.
소일드.
Mrs. Brown.
아야 아파. 자기는 지금 더럽혀졌다고 그러는 거야, 그치? 더럽다고. Mrs. brushed it. 털어줬나봐, 그치? 아이 지저분해졌어요. 이러니까 brushed 해줬어. Don't worry, Junie. 고마워, 안 고마워? 브러쉬 해줬는데 고마워, 안 고마워? 소일드는 브러쉬 해줬는데
고맙게.
고맙지? 근데
비를 빼먹었어.
그래서 어떻게 했어? 땡큐 했어, 안 했어? Don't worry, Junie, she said. It'll come off. 근데 after that, I just folded my arms 이렇게 했어. And made a frown 했어. 어떻게 했어? 맞아. Cause guess what? She forgot my
bee
bee
again.
again.
Me and Uncle.
Me
Me
and Lucille.
and some other kids. Some of the other other bus kids turned out to be in my class too. One of them was that Jim.
좋았겠어, 안 좋았겠어?
That's Jim I hate. Mrs. made us line up. Then we followed her to our room. Its name is Room 9. There were other kids waiting to buy squeezed in all at once. That's Jim stepped on my new shoe. He made a scratch mark on my tiny shoe.
Chinese toe.
Shiny shoe.
Chinese toe.
Shiny
발가락
toe.
부분인가 봐, 그치? 앞에 부분.
The
Kind of scratch that. Kind of scratch that licking won't fix. 리킹으로 픽스하나 봐. 근데 이건 그 정도는 아닌가 봐. Hey, watch it, you dumb Jim. I hollered at. 이거 나쁜 말 아니야?
당연하지.
I hollered at him. 오늘 되게 홀레드라마 진짜 많이 나오지 않아?
엄청
Mrs.
많아.
bent down next to me. bent down 해봐.
랜덤.
어. 그래서 허리 구부려서 이렇게 하는 건가 봐. 그렇지 않아? 자기 쪽으로. Let's try to use our quiet voice while we're in school. 진짜 이런 말도 쓰나 봐. Be quiet 하지 않고 Let's try to use our quiet voice 이렇게 길게도 말하나 봐. 그치? I nodded nicely. 글씨 보세요. I hate that gym, I said. 작게 말했나 봐. 선생님이 작게 말하니까 I hate that gym, I said in my quiet voice. After that, Mrs. clapped her hands together very loud. 이렇게 하나 봐. 주목하는 건가? 주목 이렇게. I want everyone to find a chair and sit down as fast as you can, she said.
Fast as you can.
아, 그 노래 뭐지?
Pancake.
아, 베러케, Baker's man.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
그거 똑같은 거다. As fast as you can. That's when I ran to the table with the red chair. Only guess what? There was already someone sitting there. A girl with little red fingernails. 어떻게? 싸움 나는 거 아니야? 빨간색.